And so he wants us to be thankful. We are not the answer to someone's salvation. He is the answer, and he wants us to be thankful. Thankful for what he's already done, thankful for what he's currently doing, thankful for what he will do in the lives of others. We can look at our spouses, we can look at our children, we can rejoice in the good things he's done in our lives, and we can rejoice and give thanks for the right choices that they have made. Can we not? Absolutely. So, I've done this exercise twice at the Feast of Tabernacles. I want to do it again. For those of you who are at home, men, take a minute and look into the eyes of your wife. Same here locally also. I did this yesterday, by the way. Can you turn and look into their eyes for those of you who are married? And can you say this with me? As Paul and all the congregations were thankful to others, can you say, my beloved bride, I thank you and I thank Yahweh for, start rattling them off. Thank you, I thank Yahweh for. If you can't think of anything, let me help you out here. Can you say, I thank you and I thank Yahweh for staying with me through thick and thin? For loving me in spite of my warts? For your faithfulness to me, for the times you've helped me to see a more biblical or balanced point of view? For being what I cannot be to our children, if you have children. For the time you spent fixing meals, caring for me when I've been sick, tirelessly cleaning and washing the clothes I wear, picking up after me when I've been lazy or tired, for being my life partner, my companion, overlooking my faults when I needed you to overlook them, bearing with it when I spoke harsh words that hurt your heart, for forgiving me when I was too proud to ask, for remembering the things I forget, for picking up the slack when the load was heavy on me. Can you think of some others? Ladies, you feel like you've been washed? Sometimes. We're supposed to wash our wives in the Word, right? Sometimes that's our own words. We wash them. Now, husbands, love your wives, as it says, just as Messiah also loved the assembly, gave himself for her, that he might sanctify and cleanse her with washing water by the Word. So wives to husbands, can you say, I thank Yahweh for you? I thank you and Yahweh for working and providing for me. For the times you were a shoulder to cry on when I needed it. For the times you've been tender, understanding, and listened to my heart. For choosing me to be the mother of your children. For the time you invest in our children's lives, your patience and your care. Overlooking my faults when I needed you to overlook them. I'm probably sure the wives can think of much more things to say. And parents, can you look at your children and say, thank you, Yahweh. I thank Yahweh. I thank my children. I thank each and every one of you for being the beautiful child you are, for the laughter, the joy, and the energy you brought into our lives for teaching me about myself, being patient with me when I made mistakes as a parent, being patient with your parents any times that we weren't getting along very well, bringing us honor, being such an important part of our lives, our family, and our future. Thank you for being the beautiful child that you are, and at times you've been faithful to Yahweh and His Son, Yahshua. The times you did the right choices even when no one was looking. I praise Yahweh for you. He knew what He was doing when He made you. You have enriched our lives, and we're thankful to have the privilege of being your parents. If you agree with that, nod your head. I do. How about the children? Can they thank Yahweh for their parents? Your turn. Thank you, parents. Thank you, Yahweh, for parents who do their best to teach me to love Yahweh, to love each other, for forgiving me when I've been disobedient or hard-hearted, for the quality times you've spent with me to make me feel loved and important, for being patient with me as I grow up, and for showing me the ways of life. If your children aren't with you, thank Yahweh for each one of these things anyway. Can we thank Yahweh for the body of the Messiah as a whole, as Paul did? Thank you, Yahweh, for my brothers and sisters who prayed for me when I needed it, who taught me by example and by sharing Yahweh's word, for being there when I've been down, for standing by me through some terrible tribulations. I thank Yahweh for each one of you, for helping financially when things were difficult. Can we just start this environment of thanksgiving and let it just flow out into the whole world? You know, that's what the Feast of Tabernacles is really all about. 7 days of rejoicing and thanksgiving.